You've been fighting a war that no one else could see. Battles fought in the dark. Scars that no one asked about. Nights where the pillow caught the tears that your pride refused to shed. And for a long time, it felt like you were losing. It felt like the universe had turned its back on you. But here is the truth you were not ready to hear until now. You were never losing. You were being forged. And now, the timer has hit 54:42. The war is over. And you won. There was a moment when you were sure it was over. A phone call, a closed door, a look in someone's eyes that said, I no longer believe in you. Or perhaps it was quieter than that. A slow, creeping realization that the life you were living was not the life you were meant for. You fell, and the fall was not graceful. It was ugly. It was humiliating. It was the kind of fall that makes people whisper and point. In that moment, the world told you a story. It told you that you were finished, that you had peaked, that this was the end of your chapter. But the world is a terrible author, because it does not understand the anatomy of a comeback. It does not understand that rock bottom is not a grave. It is a foundation. What happened next is something only you and the silence know. While the world assumed you were licking your wounds, you were sharpening your blade. While they celebrated your absence, you were studying the game board. There's a specific kind of power that comes from being counted out. When no one expects anything from you, you are free. Free to fail. Free to try the ridiculous. Free to rebuild yourself in the exact shape of your own ambition, not the shape of their expectations. This was your invisible season. No applause. No cameras. Just you, the mirror, and the brutal, beautiful work of becoming someone that your past self would not recognize. You stopped explaining yourself. You stopped defending your name. You let the silence do the talking. The biggest comeback in your life did not start when you got the opportunity. It started long before that. It started in the middle of the night when you made a decision that you were done being the victim of your own story. You looked at the pain, at the betrayal, at the failure, and you said, I will use this. I will not let this use me. That shift, that exact moment of taking ownership of your own suffering, is the dividing line between those who stay on the ground and those who rise. Most people never make that shift. They wear their wounds like medals, expecting sympathy. But you turned your wounds into wisdom. You alchemized the lead of your pain into the gold of your purpose. And once that shift happens inside the mind, the outside world has no choice but to rearrange itself. When you start to rise, people do not clap at first. They squint. They tilt their heads. They whisper, is that? They do not trust it, because your comeback shatters the story they told themselves about you. Your rise forces them to confront their own stagnation. So do not be surprised by the cold shoulders. Do not be hurt by the silence in the group chat. The same people who left you in the valley will not be the ones celebrating with you on the peak. And that is okay. This return is not for them. This return is for the version of you who was on the bathroom floor, the version who cried in the car, the version who almost gave up. You're coming back for him. You're coming back for her. And the people who truly matter will find their way to the victory party. You saw the number. 54:42. It flashed on your screen. It might seem random, but nothing in a next-level mind is random. That number is a marker. It is the exact timestamp in the film of your life where the music changes, where the dark, somber soundtrack of your struggle is replaced by the swelling, triumphant orchestra of your victory. 54:42 is the moment you stop being the person who is trying to change and become the person who is changed. It is the moment the seed, which has been fighting in the dark soil, finally breaks through the surface and sees the sun. Feel that number in your chest. Let it be the anchor. Whenever doubt creeps back in, whisper to yourself, it is already done. The clock hit 54:42. I already won. You are entering the biggest comeback of your life right now. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Right now. This very breath is the first breath of a new you. The past is a character in your story, but it is no longer the author. You are holding the pen. What will you write on this fresh page? Will you write the same old fears, the same old excuses? Or will you write a story so powerful, so inspiring, that angels lean down from heaven just to read it? The world is waiting, not for you to be perfect, but for you to be present, to show up, to claim the victory that has already been declared over your life. You won. You won the moment you decided not to stay down. Now stand up, straighten your crown, and walk into the light. You are entering the biggest comeback of your life. And this time, you are not walking alone. This channel is for the ones who refuse to stay buried. For the warriors who rise when the world expects them to fall. If that is you, then you are home. Hit subscribe. Turn on the bell. Because we're just getting started. And the best chapters are still unwritten.